Fortnite was never the same.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Cypher. Fortnite is missing something. There has been a lot on my mind about the state of the game over the past few months, and I have a lot to say, so I'm going to be playing this solo match while pretty much just talking about how I feel about where Fortnite is heading and some of the good things and some of the bad things that is happening in the game right now.
Exactly, same thing. But this is from a big guy perspective and only plays BR. I usually play Say the World more than BR anyway, so. But you won't know that. I don't even, because I don't upload that shit.
It has been a while since I've done a video like this, because I've been so locked in on the content creation process, giving you guys content that you can watch and taking you out of whatever situation you're in, whatever's on your mind, and giving you some entertainment. And hopefully in today's video we can talk about a game that we all love, we all want to see succeed.
Exactly, same thing. I ain't hating. This isn't hate towards any like people that in the same position as Cypher. It's just the game feels soulless to me right now. I that's why I ain't even making videos. I mean, I do have like stuff. I am more I'm actually living my life. I'm actually studying right now, so I ain't got that much time, and I don't want to half-ass it. I'm doing experimenting more things, but this isn't about me. And exactly, like, I want to see this game be successful, even though they left, like, save the world and all that stuff. It's fine. It's fine. I just wanna be like, it is what it is, right? Like, these people like Cypher or other people, they don't even want to play that mode anyways. Even though I want that mode to be the main thing. But
in a positive, fine, but still critical manner. So Fortnite, in terms of player count, in terms of the numbers, it's actually not in a bad spot right now. The player count of the game is actually super solid. You can look at the live player count, and we have had worse times in the past. We're getting OG seasons, we're getting constant updates. They're still putting a good foot forward when it comes to new updates.
Here's the thing for me. I am still bitter. You could give us more than just ventures, you know. You worked for a while for a new mode, and it was just cool. It was cool for a while. I'm kind of like, I want more, man. Like, you left us to make VR, we get it. We get it, man. Like, I hate to say it, but like, maybe I'm fine with like a bat pass, like a home-based battle pass, or something new for us Save the World players. Maybe whatever you did in Lego, I haven't played it. Maybe whatever you did in Lego, like at least bring it into the Save the World somehow. Like, you know, give us something, man. Something that like new, something new. Yeah.
But the issue is that this game is 33 seasons old. The game's approaching 8 years. We have had 33 seasons of content, and each season of content has had, you know, dozens of updates. So Fortnite is in a situation right now that not a lot of other games have the problem.
Exactly. And I think he might say this, but my problem with it is like, man, every season the same, if you know what I mean. Like, we get the same weapons, but like little gimmicks, but they still work in the same way. And I'm not saying like it should be different every season. That's impossible, right? And I think this season is like the best they tried that so far, like with the mythics and exotics. Like it almost got me back to make a video, but like it just doesn't feel right. The game doesn't feel right now.
Not a lot of other games have this problem. You see, other games, they don't update as often, right?
Exactly.
So over the course of like 5 years, another game that is comparable to Fortnite will have a quarter of the amount of new stuff added to the game that Fortnite has added. But because of how much Fortnite adds so quickly, it keeps the content fresh and exciting. But at the same time, we are now...
I hate keep interrupting, but exactly, fresh and exciting, cool, whatever, right? But there's not really like there's not really content for like content creators to make. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one gives a fuck about the game anymore. You know what I mean? Not like how it used to be. It's not like, wow, look at this game that came out of nowhere, but not really, cause you know you don't know Save the World and shit like that. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sounding like a bitch, but I don't give a fuck, cause that like I like that mode more. I want more from it. It was supposed to be a thing for me, man. But yeah, whatever.
At a point where it feels like all new content added to this game is a remix of a previous concept that already existed.
Bro, exactly what's happening to like fucking Save the World. There's nothing new. It's just like little bits, and it gets tiring. It gets like annoying, and sometimes even, like, it's just not fun to play another adventure season, get superchargers again, and that's about it. I guess I could like upgrade my like schematics and get more copies, but like, you know, like other modes aren't that fun too. Like I know I can like go into other player worlds and help them, which sometimes I really do. You know what I mean? Just play Phil on like lower levels, help them out, but I ain't dropping weapons. I like some of you. You take the fun out of it and give me like some OP weapons. Some of you people that drop it to me are one of those people that didn't pick it up. Yeah. But I ain't one of those people. But like, Save the World right now is like, it was never in a good spot, honestly. It was never good since like Chapter 1 Season 8, where they just fucked off and like, yeah, we're done. But whatever, man.
A reskin of a previous gun, a previous POI, a previous mechanic, you know? We have the vaults. We've had them plenty of...
I mean, they're trying with some of the heroes inside the world. They're trying. I'll give them that. They're trying.
Different times before in the past. We have shotguns and ARs and assault rifles and all kinds of different weapons that we have had in the past, but these are quote unquote new, but in reality they're the same.
Yeah,
they just
exactly.
look different. And this is a very unique problem because Fortnite is one of the few games out there that updates as aggressively and as consistently as it has, and something that used to be,
man, I would love that aggressiveness for Save the World, man. I would love that.
Sort of showing up as a little bit of a weakness in some of these recent updates that they have put in the game. Now I want to give credit where credit is due. The new exotics that they're adding this season,
yeah, I
you
love
can tell they're actually trying to think outside of the box of bringing us something that we haven't seen before, with like the Rift launcher and the new Chug Jug and new assault rifles, new shotguns. But even then, when they are trying to bring something new, a lot of these concepts and mechanics of these guns have also existed in the past, and they are still considered remixes or just rebranding of things that we already had. On the other hand, because it's like, okay, you know, are you asking them to stop updating the game? No, because on the other hand, when they take huge risks and they make something that really has never been done, we have situations like the car season in Chapter 5.
I love the wreck season.
A lot of people really were upset because Fortnite tried to go, you know, down a different path with the cars and the attachments and the overpowered vehicles. Half of the community loved it, half of the community hated it, but a lot of people did not like that.
I'm one of those people who like
keep it simple. Go with what we know. But what we do know is that when a game doesn't change, it eventually dies, no matter how good it is. And that's why Fortnite has lived for so long. So what's the solution? What's the answer? Is it all doom and gloom? Here's the thing. I don't think so. I really don't think so. And I think one thing we need to start with is where Fortnite is putting some of its time and effort. You know, Fortnite has been putting a lot of effort into creating a metaverse, creating these new modes with ballistics, with Fortnite Lego, with rocket racing, with Festival. And they're a big enough company to do these things. But there is a little bit of an issue when it comes to the risk involved in these projects. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. For example, the way Fortnite is approaching a lot of the content that they add is they are basically testing if a concept is going to be good. So they gave us Fortnite Ballistics pretty much in a beta form, you know.
And I don't like it that they're giving it in like a beta form. I want to play Lego. I want to play Ballistic. I used to be a CSGO like a Valve head. I still am. Like from time to time I play TF2 or CSGO. But like, I don't want to play Ballistic because it feels like a half-ass mode. And Lego too. Like, why would I play Lego when I can play Minecraft? Which I play too. Like, why would I play Lego? You know what I mean? It was fun for like the few first weeks, you know? It felt like it was exciting. But after a while, the shell comes off, like, damn, there's really nothing in here. That's a little bit of cool ideas, but it's not enough to make it feel like Fortnite yet. You know? Make it feel like it's its own thing and it's special. It's not like that yet. You need to, like, you're not giving me enough reasons to play your mode, you know what I mean? Or play your game. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to, like, try more. I get it. That was the next big thing, for sure. I can see the vision. But it can't be done like this. Please, thank you.
Almost unfinished form with poor matchmaking and still some issues. And then they're deciding, should we invest more time into this concept? Now, in my opinion, Fortnite is big enough of a game and has had enough success to where I don't think they need to be giving us products that are unfinished or beta testing products.
Okay, I agree. Good opinion.
That is kind of like a substitute to something that already exists. You know, you have Valorant, you have CSGO,
and you
have Fortnite Ballistics, which is kind of like a watered down version of, you know, those two games. But then you have like Minecraft and other survival games. But then you have Fortnite Lego, which also in its initial state, and even now, is still considered like a watered down, less content filled, less exciting version of Minecraft. You can do the same comparison with rocket racing and whatnot. And what I'm trying to say is that when Fortnite invests time into these new modes, I feel like they're not leading the charge. They are copying the charge. They're copying the trends that are out there. Valorant is a success. We're gonna make our version without the twists. That's the weird part. It's like, where's the Fortnite touch? Fortnite Battle Royale became a success because they took the Battle Royale concepts and they added their own touch, which was the build mode and the unique look and feel of Fortnite. And that allowed them to be insane success.
The unique look of Save the World,
The problem is they're not taking that formula and applying it to these new modes. They're not taking that formula and applying it to the updates. It's like we're at a point where we're either just maintaining or we're just putting stuff out to grab some attention but not take any heavy swings. And I don't know the details and I don't know how much time and money is invested into some of these projects, so I can't just be here like, no, you should make a better version of Valorant or you should make a better Minecraft. But I do feel like the way we are going right now with these new modes,
I think they can do it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to be a better Minecraft. It needs to be like a better Save the World if it was survival. I mean, we have Save the World if it was BR right now is what you're playing and what he's playing. We could have like a Fortnite, but what if first person tactical shooters? Like, it doesn't need to be like a better Valorant or a better Minecraft. It needs to be what if this, and it needs that, which is exactly what he's saying, but it doesn't need to be better. It needs to be its own thing.
And with where Fortnite is putting, you know, a lot of their effort into, we are making game modes.
And yes, I'm a crew member, because hopefully they put that budget into Save the World a little bit more. But let's be honest, it won't. But I have nothing left. It is the only way I can maybe, like, you know, stop them from taking Storm King to others or other content. Like, it's their game at the end of the day. All right, I just want to see more from Save the World
that already exists, but we're not adding the twists that makes Fortnite what it is. And obviously you're watching this game and you realize,
bots,
I haven't ran into a single real player.
Yeah, that's the problem
yet. That guy might have been real. I'm not too sure if he was or wasn't, but this is also another topic that we cannot ignore anymore. Before I get into that, before I get into complaining more, because I'm not trying to complain, I'm trying to give feedback here.
Yeah, same. I ain't trying to complain. I'm just saying.
I want to address that the last video that I made about the state of Fortnite has actually done a lot of things on that video since then. I'm not saying that they did it because of that video. That video is pretty much just what the community was feeling.
It's kind of hard to say that because Epic right now is moving depending on popularity, sadly, and you're one of the most popular creators. They will look at what you will do. I mean, that's why you have a skin. So I know it's kind of hard to like ignore that, but I'm not just gonna ignore it, you know.
For the most part, and what I'm seeing as somebody who is involved in the community, who has a big community around Fortnite.
Okay, thank you.
Those are not just all my words and my feedback. That's literally what I see you guys talk about in my streams and my comments.
That's also true.
From the last video, hit scan weapons have returned. People were not a big fan of the projectile weapons. Some people are, but I think majority voted to bring back hit scan. It makes sense because
hit scan, I didn't like the projectile things.
That's what most of Fortnite was hit scan for the longest time. And then one of the most popular modes, which is reload, is also hit scan focused. So as a result, they brought it back, and it's what a lot of people have been asking for. So that's a huge win. The second thing is, hold on, I'm gonna reset here. The second thing is hackers. Now, I know some of you might disagree, but from what I'm seeing in tournaments, there is a lot less hacking happening
they're acting
in the game.
on it, right? So.
And there's a lot more hula hoops that people have to jump through to hack in Fortnite now.
Yeah.
Which is all really good stuff, because literally the entire state of the game, the entire state of competitive will crumble if hacking is not addressed. And I do think that there's still a lot of room for improvement, but they have actually made, since that video, they ended up suing a hacker. They ended up adding more requirements for you to play tournaments. Every game out there struggles with hacking, and online online games will always have a hacking problem. But exactly. They're making an effort. The live events and the story, they have stepped.
Man, I'm not the biggest fan of like making Save the World like a connected to BR, but at this point, man, make it a thing. I think like, word crack. I think like we have maybe, what's the closest thing? Maybe BR is like a testing ground for the heroes in the home base for Save the World, right? That's the most connected thing. This is our simulation, but that's not real anymore because we have the Zero Point. So I don't know what's going on anymore, man. I guess it was reckoned. At least it was acknowledged in the Big Bang event, like just like a Save the World universe. So we're gonna call it a different universe from now on then. And they're just gonna leave it as that. And BR is now like the main thing, which is fine. I'm disappointed because it isn't done. You know what I mean, right? Save the World story was never finished properly, and I hated that. And it's disappointing that it's not a thing. Like, come on, man. Don't do that. But yeah.
They have stepped up with the live events. They have stepped up with the story. Is it where it once was? Is the interest from the community there for the story?
No.
It's slowly building back up. It's still far away from the peak of Fortnite when a lot of people were actually interested in the story. But they have...
I mean, they're putting voice lines back in now. And they can finally go back to doing that now. So that's good. So I am interested in that. You know, when you hear the character talk, it feels more... what's the word? Personal, I guess.
Have made strides towards improving that, and I think we'll have to see how it ages. But I think over the next year or two, the story content and the live events will just continue to get better. Now, when it comes to the Fortnite XP maps, and
oh my God, fuck those maps, man. Like, why are you allowing them? I ain't even trying to like curse a lot, I curse all the time. I ain't trying to curse a lot. Like, oh my god, dude. Like, please, just get them out of here, man. Just get them out of here. There's nothing. The problem with maps, man. Like, as I'm scrolling right now, like, this is cool. This looks original. It's a roguelike, cool, whatever. But it might has its own twist, right? Maybe. Except for like these fucking maps, like meme gun game tilted one shot. I fucking hate these maps, man. This isn't fun. This isn't a gun game. This isn't gun game. Why would I want to play a game where every gun does the same damage? And like, I guess it's different on how you hold and aim it, but it isn't fun. I want an AR that actually needs to like. I want to shoot someone who don't die by getting shot once. Like what? No, like no, I don't want that. I don't enjoy that. I don't want to eat slop like that. Because there's no value in it, is there? And the answer is no. There isn't. Holy fuck, we are at 111. Wow. But yeah. Keep talking.
UEFN situation. There's still a lot of room for improvement, but yeah, at the very least, it's on the roadmap, and they are aware of some of the pain points, like, you know, how important XP is for players, how there's ways to exploit the XP system, and how a lot of the maps that you see in Fortnite are still kind of like the same repeat concepts of zone wars, red versus blue, free-for-all style maps, and there's very few that kind of come out and are able to go viral and bring people to the game. And I think, you know, the important thing when it comes to these maps, when it comes to creative, is to bring people to Fortnite. And right now, no map really does that. Besides, every once in a while, you have a map,
no
like,
map does
for
that
example,
right
the Squid Game map, which I'm not sure if...
Like, maybe... Let me think. Maybe, like, the only up map, I guess. What else? Like, I guess they couldn't use Squid Game, but they called it Alto Game. I mean, that's cool, right? Because, like, it's filling something that isn't available on the market. So I guess that's cool. What I mean by that is, like, there isn't really a good Squid Game game, or, like, only up's cool and all, but, like, what if you play with other players, or, like, it's in a Fortnite style and whatever, right? Like, that's cool, right? Like, I wouldn't want to buy... I think Only Up was actually a game you had to buy. Why would I buy Only Up when I can play it for free in Fortnite? Like, there's actually a reason to open a game to play those maps. So yeah.
Besides, every once in a while you have a map, like, for example, the Squid Game map, which I'm not sure if they were allowed to use the Squid Game IP or not. That's a whole other story. But the Squid Game map brought people to the game. The Only Up map brought people to Fortnite. It's bringing outside people to download the game to actually make the game go viral. But there's only a few handful of maps that have managed to do that. And some maps out there maybe have potential, but don't ever really get to see the light of day. But I got sidetracked a bit. So far, I've fought a couple more real players, but a huge problem right now in the community, and it has been a problem for a while, is the amount of bots in the game. And the reason why this is only going to get worse unless it is addressed is because
more modes, so it's trying to fill like the empty slots with bots. I mean, like, why would you lie? Like, numbers lie too. Fuck your pride too. Like, holy, no. Like, I get it. Why you need bots, but just don't put them in. You know exactly why. Like, just don't put them in. It's not good for your numbers. It's not good for us with the experience. Just don't, man. Like, I'd rather fight a sweat and die when at least I know it's a real person. You know, at least I want that more than a bot.
Fortnite keeps adding new modes. The more modes they add, the more spread out the players are. Right? We knew that was going to be a thing. But Fortnite has millions of players every single day. There are millions of people who play this game. There are millions of people who are playing at any given moment. Right now, 1 to 3 million, depending on the time. So they have the player count, but with everything split up amongst regions and with the amount of modes we're getting between Fortnite, Reload, OG, LTMs, creative maps, Lego, Racing, Festival, all of that. And more projects that are coming out. Ballistics and so on. They are filling the lobbies with more and more bots.
Exactly.
And I don't know what kind of data they have that shows that the bots are helping keeping players on the game. We might be in the minority here. A lot of people don't even know they're fighting bots. I've seen them myself. I've seen really bad players,
The minority, by the
who
way,
are fighting
can't
on
even
Fortnite.
get update
They're
on
going
the real
against bots,
Fortnite.
and they think they're fighting real players. So we really don't know.
But his point is different.
Bots could be the reason Fortnite is still alive. But I will say this: a lot of people are not happy. Even casual players who are not very sweaty, not very good at the game, are not happy with the amount of AI that they are fighting in this game. Right now, I'm playing at night. It's like 9 p.m. my time, Central. There should, I mean, you know, it's spring break. There should be more real people that I'm facing. I'm playing the main mode, Chapter 6 solos. But half of my kills are not even real players.
Man, bro's calling BR the main
Not even
mode.
real.
That makes me sad. I understand
And
though.
this is something that's very tricky for them, because I understand the reason for bots. And there's been times where I've sat here and said, hey, bots are a necessary evil. It helps new players. But it is at a point now, when I look at the content creators in the scene, the YouTubers, and listen, you know, I'm not saying that we matter that much.
We matter.
But
Yeah.
that's the community
don't do
that I know. It's the people that I play this game with. So for me, from a personal perspective, I will speak on it. People don't really have a lot of content to make out of Fortnite, even though we're getting all these updates.
Yeah.
The big thing is that the content feels
Soulless.
fake.
Exactly.
The fights feel fake. You get the new weapon, you want to try it against some real players, and you're not even really getting to do that. The wins also do not feel like they used to because of these bots.
No matter how much I struggle to make it like cool and cinematic, it won't fucking matter because it doesn't feel real. And hold on.
So that excitement around the content as a result is also down. From a viewership perspective, from people watching the game, when they're watching their favorite casual creator make content and play the game, they're not as excited because there's not as much risk, there's not as much at stake in any regular match. And yeah, you have ranked mode, but ranked mode is really divided by the ranks, and not all the people that I play with are in the same rank.
I mean, like, can we just, you know, press it down a little bit? It's like, I don't know how, it's not like I don't know how the game engine works. Like, I know what you're doing here. Like, just don't half-ass it like that, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Just don't do that.
And now all the people I play with are trying to sweat the entire time. So, is it all doom and gloom? I really don't think so. But I think there are some key points that Epic needs to work on and focus on this year and next year to make sure that the state of the game, it continues to improve and we don't end up losing this community. And I think this community is very important. We have been here from the very beginning of Fortnite.
Very beginning of Fortnite? I got you. You mean the popular Fortnite?
The community of people who are not just interested in playing the game casually, but interested in engaging with content and engaging with communities that surround this game. That is us. That is you guys watching.
Don't get it fucked up. Like, I don't mind BR and a popular mode. I don't mind it. I mean, I'm playing like the optional Fortnite right now, so it's gonna be hypocritical, right? So I don't hate it. It's just, it's BR is gonna happen. The BR and other modes gonna happen like what's happened to Save the World. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if it don't get better,
You're
it
not
will happen
just
again.
A Fortnite casual player. If you're
History
watching
will
a
repeat
video
itself.
of some guy talking about Fortnite, you are passionate about this game. Some of you more than others. And I do feel like this community is at risk of eventually disappearing if the content.
Thank God I like watched this for the first time with me too, cause I didn't thought bro was gonna like be like, I thought bro was gonna be like Lamau, just so sad we need to talk. He's making good points, so I'm glad Cypher's being honest again. That's cool. That's cool.
Direction doesn't become more serious in the sense that we need more real content updates where Fortnite is leading the charge instead of reusing and rehashing what they've done in the past.
Doesn't need to lead the
in the sense that the reason Fortnite became a success is because they took a big risk on this building mode and put it with the biggest trend, which was battle royales, and came Fortnite from that. They need to get back to that kind of magic, that kind of sauce. The second part,
but that I agree
is making the games feel real again, making the games feel like they're impactful, that there's some weight to it, and you're fighting real players, right? Those are two huge key points that are still pain points that have not necessarily been addressed since my last video, and I feel like it's very important for me to talk about it. A lot of my friends, a lot of my fellow content creators, I see them struggling. I see them struggling in even playing the game because they were there when the wins really felt like exciting, when it really mattered, and their communities were there too. And it feels like it's kind of like a shell of its former self. Not the game, but the communities around the game. One clear sign that is the case, by the way, that I'm not just yapping for the sake of yapping, is what new Fortnite content creators have blown up in the last couple of years. And I'm talking about blown up to the millions of subscribers.
There's no like big blow up, but I can list a few that I like. The pop
hundreds of thousands of views, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. There really hasn't been. You had Mr. Fresh Asian blow up back in the day. You had the X2 twins. Nowadays, the only people who really get a lot of attention, like new players that get a lot of attention, are competitive pro players, and it's really just tied to the competitive. You know, like I think that like most of the people like who used to think that Fortnite isn't a cool thing anymore, right? Like the casual people who don't really play games and aren't passionate about games and don't really care, and like aren't gonna be like me who care about like a niche game mode, and like those people aren't like me. The people who kind of like they play Marvel Rivals. Most of the people who used to play Fortnite now, they play Marvel Rivals for sure. For sure, like it's just a way more casual game now. And even if this game's like the most casual BR out there, it ain't the cool thing anymore. It ain't the cool thing anymore. The pro scene, and not a lot of them are interested in even making content, so they're just really just competing and creating a fan base on the competitive side of things. You have people like Peterbot and other names that have risen up. It's probably fun to watch to see me fuck up. But when it comes to content creation, the level of exposure that is being given right now with the content being put out and level of opportunities for people to grow is almost not there. And you see that because there aren't new faces coming to the game. There's only big creators that are slowly moving on. That's why like people like Ninja taking a break from Fortnite. You have people streaming less and less, creating content less and less. And I do fear that if things don't get addressed, if we don't start seeing content that actually brings people and brings excitement back to Fortnite, where Fortnite is, you know, back to being the leader of content creation and adding new things, this community will, I'm not gonna say it's gonna die, but this community will just keep on dwindling down. But I want to remind you guys one more time that so far, from what I've seen, Fortnite is listening. Yeah, they might act this is true very slow on the changes. Some of them do take time and are longer than others to implement, but Fortnite has been listening. I see it from the last video to this video. A lot has changed, but like I said, it's not enough. There are some very important things that cannot be ignored for much longer. And I hope you guys agree with me. I hope you guys are able to comment down below in a constructive way how you feel about the game. And hopefully we see some more positive change and some more strides towards making this game the best game it possibly can be in the year of 2025 and moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my opinion about this game. I'm still very much passionate about the game of Fortnite even after 8 years. My passion is still there. I still care about this game, and I want to see it succeed and continue for years to come. I want to help this guy, Cypher, please. I'll see you guys in the next one. I agree, though. Come here, little kid.
Little kids that never played Fortnite, come here. I mean, exactly. Like, please, even you people who are like me, I gotta stop saying that. You're probably gonna think I'm aggressive or being petty, but like, the BR people, let me know. All right, like, I am one of those people too. I never play heavy mode for this game. Let me know and tell Epic how you feel, cause you gotta say what you want to say. You gotta be your authentic self. Just fuck them. Say what you want to say. Well, that ain't Fortnite now, isn't it? I'm cussing, but say what you want to say. But hey, Fortnite right now, if I gotta say this whole video in like a couple of sentences, it feels hopeless. It feels hollow. There's nothing to it right now. That's exactly how I feel about it. And most of the time, I come in, I farm my shit and save the world. I might play BR a bit. Then, like a couple of these modes, I switch from then to then. Then, when I'm done my Fortnite of the day, get some V-Bucks, get some schematics, some perks and shit like that, I'll just go play something else or do something else that matters in my life. And oh yeah, seeing like Mikasa right now, man, just I want these collabs to happen in Save the World too, like Aaron hero or like anything. Like I want the collabs to like have their own hero and save the world, like their own abilities, and that would be cool. You know what I mean? Because it would make, like, you could make it to where you don't have to like force people to come down and find like Doom's mask like from like last chapter. Like holy hell, that was no. I didn't make a video on it, even though Doom's my favorite villain next to the Maker in Marvel. But like, holy man, like it's just too long and it's not fun. They should make it to where like, yeah, you just can like play that other mode for like a more like compact experience and like exactly more raw accurate to the character. But even though there's like a home-based commander twist on it, like that's cool and all, you know what I mean? Doesn't need to be like a mythic on a map. But I guess, I mean, maybe they're still on that plan to make Save the World free. Maybe. I mean, I bought Save the World while I was in early access, so I mean, maybe they still have that on their plans since they're like going over all these modes. Maybe after they finalize all like the tactical shooter, survival. I mean, the festival is cool. It's fine already. There could be a little bit things, more cool things on it. I'm not sure what could be added, but there could be more. I feel like not more songs, but more to it maybe. Not sure. But after they're done and they're happy with their modes, maybe they could go back to that Save the World plan. Maybe. It's just a big maybe though. Oh, that was nice from the angle. But yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Leave your comments down there, man. Kill me so I can say end video. End video. And fuck these condom skins, man. Condom looking ass. There's one more thing I would like to say. This is just me, because I love playing these games, but like, it would be cool to get like a Souls-like Save the World. Would be amazing. Like, maybe not building in a Souls-like, but like that aesthetic, like the Save the World aesthetic with Souls-like mechanics. Holy fuck, dude! Because I love the aesthetic of Save the World. What else did I want to say? Like, yeah, like, I mean, after this video for sure, there's this big video that I still am doing it, but I'm just one guy. It's a big video and my PC is not that great. I have a script. I have like the script like almost done, and like it's just like a big video and I can't really say much about it, but when it comes out, you'll see what I mean. And after this video for sure, I ain't making Fortnite videos anymore. Like I don't play Fortnite. That's the only thing I fucking play, and this is the best video to say it and like making y'all know like I ain't gonna play this game anymore, for y'all to see, that is. And yeah, I don't want to just make Fortnite content anymore, and it was like kind of like the final push for me to try and make content and stuff, but it ain't loving me back. That's the best way I'm gonna say it. there's not much incentivize. There's just nothing to do and make for Fortnite right now. I was gonna make a cool. Maybe I still do like. I want to make just one video for this season though. I have like maybe two, but it's just like cool ideas I have. But like I don't want to play the game. You know what I mean? Like I have cool ideas, but I just don't want to play the game. It's not like I'm lazy. I have discipline. It's just I don't have fun with it, and I get it. You do it even if you don't have fun, but I don't want to keep playing soulless stuff. You know what I mean? But we'll see. But I just want to say how I feel about the game. Yeah, this game doesn't feel Fortnite was never the same. Fortnite left itself since 2019 or was it 18? For real. Chapter 1 Season 8. I think if I remember correctly. It was way before Chapter 2 and it's way after Season 7. But yeah. Man, Fortnite in this next year has to do something. Fortnite was never the same.